Well, lots of people dream one day of being their own boss.
Well, it's a dream that's come true at a very young age for two area teens.
In tonight's In Search Of, News Channel 8's Jennifer Livingston and photographer Kirk Arneson tracked down two high school seniors with one genius idea.
The temperature is rising on this hot summer day. The local pool about the only way to cool off. When suddenly, off in the distance, like a mirage coming into focus, is a sight for these sun-soaked eyes.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Meet Andy Tyink, one half of Dandy's Frozen Treats. The other half, well, you may have guessed it, his name is Dan.
Andy and I were both in a room and he was texting someone, and then we were just like, well, just say from Dandy.
And then a month later we had this idea and we're like, hey, Dandy's Frozen Treats. So we're like Dan and Andy, and we thought it was the cleverest thing we've ever thought of.
So here's the scoop. These two Logan High School students got the idea for this old-fashioned ice cream cruiser a few months back.
In the winter, my dad comes in and he's like, oh, I saw this really cool bike. We looked at it and then it perked our interest.
They didn't buy that bike, but the idea stuck.
You can buy new ones that are like really nice for like $3,000, but we're like, we can't afford that. I mean, we're 17.
Then a Craigslist ad grabbed their attention. It wasn't much to look at, but all Dan and Andy saw was potential.
And we're like, we have to have it. Let's do this.
They dropped $900 on this 1950s bike equipped with a banged up freezer.
So it was like old school and it was junky and looked bad. We're like, well, we can make it look good.
We took off all the rust.
And we had to take the entire thing apart.
We repainted the frame.
And the box we had professionally painted, and they took out the dents.
With the bike ready to go, the permits in order, and the ice cream stocked, a few final touches were added. First, the song. An original created by Dan on GarageBand.
I didn't really like the typical one, so if I could make one myself and it sounded good, then we could use that.
And then we also have a bell.
On June 14th, Dandy's Frozen Treats was ready to roll.
It was such a great feeling because like no one had seen anything like this in lacrosse, and like it was just seeing the people's faces, and just it was a great experience. Here you go. Thank you very much.
Everyone we meet is excited to see us, kind of curious. Even just today I saw someone and they said they've never seen it before, and
3 SpongeBob.
it was a new experience for them.
There's no set route for these two, no scheduled hours. The benefits of being your own boss.
We try to keep it fun, so it's if you can go out and you want to, then you do. If you don't, then it's no big deal.
Don't forget your change.
Most people are just like, they always have the shocked look on their face.
So is this your own little gig here?
Yeah, mine and my friends. I think that's one of my favorite parts, just talking to everybody and just saying hi. Hi. I almost always get a smile, which is always nice, because it's like, you know, I made that person's day a little bit better today.
Two friends with one pretty cool idea.
Thank you.
Have fast become the most popular guys around.
Yummy. No.
In lacrosse with photographer Kirk Arneson, Jennifer Livingston, News Channel 8.
10-second rule, right?
Yeah, it's so good. You just pick it up off the ground and lick it and go. All right. Well, this was a pretty big investment for these two. Not only did they have the cost of the bike and all the necessary permits, but they also purchased an industrial-sized cooler to store the ice cream and a trailer so they can haul the bike to further distances.
Well, they're hoping to make up their initial investment by the end of the summer. Now, if you would like Dan and Andy to make a trip to your neighborhood or business, they do take special requests.
And you can email them at dandysfrozentreats@gmail.com, or you can check out their Facebook page. Just search for Dandy's Frozen Treats.